Hey, it's your girl Nia, and you're listening to Chillin with Bestie Podcast. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey besties, welcome to Chillin with Bestie Podcast, where women all over the world can connect by discussing a variety of topics relating to our everyday lives. It's your girl Nia, and I just noticed that we are in our second week of 2022, and already I feel like the time has been flying because in a couple more weeks, it's going to be time for the best season in the world. Excuse me, Aquarius season. Yes, besties. I'm a February Aquarius, and I love it so much that I begin celebrating the season alone starting in January. It don't necessarily have to be my birthday. So, not trying to shade any other zodiac signs because I love them all. However, I get excited about mine. So, Team Aquarius, are you ready? Because I definitely am. Okay? Anyways, let's talk about the topic at hand, besties. And it's marriage. I do or I don't. A couple of weeks ago, I read a post by one of my former high school classmates. He posted a question asking the ladies on his page, was marriage even an option for any of them anymore? The comments varied from yes, waiting for the right one, to a hell no because people play too much in relationships. First of all, I thought about how far we've come as a society. How marriage used to be like the number one. It was like the number one goal, especially for women, versus now. All of a sudden now, people are just saying the hell with marriage as a whole. And I have to say, I can agree with both sides because I've both been single and now I'm married. So listen to this session to its entirety because this will really make you think if marriage is something you really want to do or not. So what is marriage? Marriage is a union between two people under the eyes of God, or for some people, under the eyes of business, depending on who you are and why you're really getting married. But for those who are not getting married for business or for wealth reasons, many people get married because you found someone that you truly love and care for, that you can really see yourself with for a long period of time. Many of us have witnessed a marriage, whether it was your grandparents that were married for 30 plus years, a fairy tale love story on a Disney movie, or even a celebrity marriage like Will and Jada. Probably shouldn't have used them as an example because they're going through a rocky one right now, but you get my drift. We've seen those marriages and yearn to have those same quote unquote perfect marriages. Some people can't even get past the wedding day. You know, the opportunity to wear that big perfect white ball gown dress, seeing our significant others at the end crying in front of everyone because you look so good. But that's not just it. It's just not about just the wedding day. Because once you get married, that's just not the answer. The all and be all. Marriage is more than just the big day. You got to work for it and you got to keep up with the maintenance. Me and my wife discuss this all the time because, like I said, you got to continue to work on it and maintain it, keep it fresh, keep it new. But also you got to think, marriage is hard work. Love is just not enough. That's a lesson I had to learn on my own. It's love, it's compassion, communication, definitely key, which a lot of us lack. I had to work on that myself because I was definitely lacking communication, but I didn't know how to communicate because the examples that I seen of a marriage, they didn't have communication really either. So I just thought keeping my communication to myself, I was thinking, holding feelings and everything like that. No, you are two different entities or two different people. Y'all gonna have differences. Y'all gonna agree to disagree. All that good stuff. So you also got to keep that in mind when you even first meet somebody. Okay. I have, for example, I'll use myself. It's me, Nia. I have my X, Y, and Z, what I've gone through, all my life experiences, good and bad, my values, and everything else that I'm bringing in to the table. And then you have somebody else, especially if you're dating somebody in a different part of the world. I don't care if it's the same country, a different country, the same state, a different state, the same city, a different city. You're still two different types of people. Not saying, one's an alien and one is a human, but you might have one person who's the soft mouth, cool, laid back person, and you might have that person paired with a firecracker, but they meet in the middle because at the end of the day, they still have some kind of similarities and traits and likes and everything else that they have together that they can share. But to be honest, for me, marriage is nothing but a label. It's a label. You got a piece of paper that you didn't sign with the courthouse or the state so they can keep track of that. You got rings to show people that you are in a relationship or you are in a marriage and you are taken. But take all that stuff away. Take away the wedding, take away the rings, take away the paperwork. It's still a relationship. Even when you're not married, you have to continue to build on that relationship. It's hard work. Regardless if it's just a marriage or it's just a relationship, it's all hard work. There is no slacking, because at the end of the day, if somebody feel like they're giving you more and you're not giving them anything, well, they just gonna be looking like, well, what do I even have you here for? And you really don't want to go down that path. Trust me from experience, you really don't want to do that. Okay. So I'm going to definitely dedicate this episode to my wife because we always have this conversation. We really do. But yeah, marriage is definitely hard work. So I understand. I get it. For some people, they don't want to get involved with another person who they have to, I don't want to say depend on, but in a marriage, you kind of depend on each other. So you have to depend on somebody. You have to trust that person. If you can't trust that person, what are you even getting married for? Why even have the conversation if you can't trust them? Or if you think in your mind, if something happens, this person's going to be get up and get gone. You shouldn't even waste your energy even on that person, because it's no point. I mean, you have some people out here who want to be, how do I want to say this? Single forever. They want to be forever single, and they just like to date multiple people and keep hopping and skipping. I mean, I'm not judging. If you want to do that, that's all you. But if you're talking about marriage, you don't want to try to be with that person, because that person is not going to be stable for you. They're going to be there for you, but it's only going to be temporary. So why would you even deal with that? So you want to get somebody that, the goal for both of you all is the same. Okay, look, and have the conversation. Have the conversation. And if somebody have the conversation with you in the beginning and just like, hey, look, I really like you. I really feel you. But I'm letting you know now, my goal is not to get married. Listen to that. That's a sign. That's actually called a red flag, to be honest. And I'm just saying, they say they don't want to be married. Okay, cool. It's either A, you going to deal with that person temporarily until they leave, or you just going to be like, oh, okay, it was nice meeting you. Have a good one. But if your goal is marriage, why would you even try to settle with somebody who doesn't want to be married? Because at the end of the day, you're just going to do nothing but fight all the time, trying to take it to the next level with this person, knowing damn well they not getting ready to say I do at the end of that ceremony. So don't waste your time. Don't even try to even convince them. It's not going to work. It's really not going to work. If they want to change and be like, all right, because I love you, even though I don't want to do this, I'm going to do it anyway because I only want to be with you and I don't want to be with nobody else, then that's different. But don't set yourself up for a heartbreak. At the end of the day, you've been with a person for like 10 years, 5 years, and they're not trying to make the move. Move on. It's plenty, and I mean plenty, of fish in the sea on both sides of the game. My goal for my marriage is no divorce. I don't want to go through divorce. First of all, it's nasty. I've seen it happen to too many people, younger and older. Well, I'll say as a child and as an adult. I've seen it. It's ugly. And I don't really want to go through that. I really love my wife. I really want to be with her for the rest of my life, if all possible. But even though in the beginning, and I mean the very beginning, I'm going to speak for myself because I want to take accountability for myself. I was the one who was holding up with all the issues because I didn't want to communicate. I trusted my wife, but I really kind of didn't trust nobody at all, period. Family, friends, strangers. I didn't really trust nobody because of so much that I had been through my life. But I had to let my guard down in order to let my wife in so she can get to know who I am. You know what I mean? So the same goes for anybody else who's looking to go to the next level. Okay, evaluate yourself, which is the reason why I went on ahead and gave those lessons in December's episodes so you can get yourself together. Get yourself together first, because do know that when you meet that mate or that person that you want to be with, you are coming with not just yourself. You're coming with all of, like I said, your values, everything you learned when you grew up, your traditions, everything that makes you you, and you're bringing it to someone that's different to the table. So keep that in mind. Okay? I understand it's kind of getting harder and harder, but like I said, there is always somebody out there for you, no matter who you are. But don't rush it either. Marriage can't be rushed. I mean, I know even in, the ladies on ladies relationships, they rush real fast, but ask how many people are still in a relationship from the time that person started talking to that person up to now. Unless they sat up there and took their time to get to know that person first, get to know themselves first before they even step to that person, but getting to know that person first and then being like, okay, we come to an agreement. I bet $20 they still not married. I mean, well, yeah, they're still not married. They probably ain't together either. All right. So for those who want to go on ahead and follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at your_new_bestie_ that tongue twist. Oh my God. your_new_bestie_Nia. You definitely can follow me on Instagram. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share this episode on YouTube or Spotify. And you definitely can send me an email at yourbestienia@gmail.com if you have any questions or need any advice. Okay? Besties, per the usual, thank you so much for listening to me today. You could be listening to anybody else, but you're definitely here listening to me, and I'm really appreciative of that. I hope you have a rest of an amazing week. And I see you guys next Wednesday on Chillin with Bestie Podcast. Good night, ladies. Love y'all.